Hello there everyone, welcome back once again as we're back in for another episode of Spire. We have the Watcher at Ascension 0 because we still need to do Ascension 0 Watcher, even though we managed to do Ascension 1 Watcher. Yeah, I'm great. Anyways, let's get moving. Wear colorless card? Sure. Let's see, secret weapon could be nice, metamorphosis could be decent, thinking ahead has some... I think let's just go ahead and grab the secret weapon so that way we can fish out attacks, especially any that can end up being retained would be nice. We're kind of stuck in a path where we have to take an early shop. So that's great. We'd like to get the second elite. Kind of like this route that gives us a nice amount of fights and then puts us into the elite. Let's see. I think it might just simply be best to strike then double defend here and wait for the next turn. Let's see, 12, 24, it should be lethal. Conclude is probably what we want since we want something that can give us a big damage. Fear no evil, and honestly, I kind of want to grab both of these. Okay, continuing on. So I think we definitely want to get Flurry of Blows upgraded so that way it can be dealing more damage. Tantrum, awesome. I think we have a pretty good attacking core. Let's see. Then let's just go ahead and get rid of the Spike Slime and we'll take the 5 from the Acid. We want a second Fear No Evil. I mean, it would be pretty useful because this way we can just simply go. But the thing is, they are attacks. I think we'll take a second Fear No Evil, but that's all we're gonna be doing. Let's just go ahead and miracle this so that we can Fear No Evil to take out both. The Flurry is good for me, and let's do it with the sentries. Oh joy. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think it's the worst ever. We do have an attack potion with us, so... Let's see. Bowling Bash would be pretty useful because then we could just insta-kill one of them once we go into Fury, but Consecrate could also be decent because that will be 10 damage, and once we get into Fury and we have 24 with the Conclude. So we can honestly just try and weaken them up, and yeah, I kind of like that. So this is 24, so 34, so we need to get down below that amount, which should be pretty doable. Nice. I don't really think we need another Fear No Evil, so I'm kind of thinking about the Sands of Time, but it's another attack. That's the main problem I have. Is that we have a lot of attacks, but not a lot of defense. We could go with Sash Whip, which will kind of act as a defense since it will apply weak, but kind of want, you know, an actual defense card versus, you know, that. Alright, halt. There we go. Getting some defense. Now, again, I do want to be upgrading our flurries so that way they are doing more damage. Let's go ahead and secret weapon, grab Tantrum. Can use that so that way we can take out the spike slime. Okay. Very nice. Do we want a crescendo? Crescendo... I don't think we actually need crescendo because we're constantly cycling back our tantrum. So now Wreath of Flame. We do have tantrum, but outside of that, we don't really have anything else that can make use of it. But I mean, it's additional damage. So if we combine Wreath of Flame with any of our attacks, it could be pretty nice. But it's just simply the fact that it'll become another card. I don't really want to fill up our deck too much, so... Ooh, Simmering Fury. That will be insanely useful for us, since it will be a way for us to get more cards into our beginning hands. Or well, into our eruption hands. So I think we'll take it, and we'll also pick up the Empty Fist. I know it's another attack. We still haven't gotten any kind of more defense outside of other stuff, but it will walk. We are on the bright side. We should at least be able to take care of our beginning. And honestly, I will take a third eye here. Having the Scry effect might actually be a decent proposition for us. Okay. So... we could use Secret Weapon to draw something. Don't really have any ways to get out of our current stance. We could use a duplication potion, so that way we deal 36 secret weapon for... Yeah, you know what? I think that... Actually, hold on. We have 18... Might actually have enough just simply with our hand as it is. Yeah, we have enough. All we have to really do is just simply miracle to conclude. Vault is a very nice card because it can easily get us out of a bad hand that we draw it, but Meditate can set us up with like a Simmering Fury combo. I think let's go with the Meditate. We'll take the gold. We haven't really lost a lot of HP against the Hexaghost, so that's a little bit unnerving. Go ahead and upgrade our Meditate. Okay, so Flurry first. See what that eye has. Get rid of these two. So we know that we have Empty Fist and the Wing, so all white with this. And honestly, I'm kind of all white with just simply kind of stance dancing here. But let's just go ahead and make sure that we are trying to reduce the damage that we are being dealt. So we'll Secret Weapon Tantrum, use that. We can Tantrum for these and then, you know, Evil. We could get like a talk to the hand, and that would be pretty useful, but that will also require a little bit of setup on our part. Okay. Bring back the Simwing, and we'll bring back a Flurry so we can have it. Very nice. Wish might honestly be something we might take unironically, so that way we can get the strength buff. Because out of everything else, and everything else doesn't really do a lot for us. We're not taking the Zozu. We might just simply take the Cursed Bell. Yeah, let's just go Calling Bell, just try and overwhelm them with, ooh, Akabeko. Ooh, and a Doodle. Okay, well, now we're looking a bit better. So looking at it, there's only really one path that gives us 2 elites, but it's also pretty barren, not really a lot of shops where we can thin out our deck and get rid of the useless cards. Kind of like the thought of thinning out our deck, get rid of some of our regular ass strikes. Because we got a lot of good attacking cards in our deck. So I think increasing our chance so that way we can actually draw defense will be more useful to us. Although then we get hands like these. Cut Through Fate is just simply too good of an attack. Alright, start removing strikes. I do like having Nunchuck. Yeah, keep removing strikes. Do we take the... We could try and rummage around for it, but I don't think the getting cursed for pain isn't really worth it for the Duvu doll. I think we'll just simply take a regular upgrade and upgrade... Let's go ahead and upgrade our Simwing Fury. We don't really have the money for another shop, so I think let's just go ahead and go for some more forges. Ouch. Alright, well, we'll just simply have to make walk. So let's see. We could, I think... Let's go ahead and use Tantrum here so we could put it back into our deck, and then we'll just simply Vigilance. Oh, I cut through. Send these to get Tantrum. I've got to use Flurry. That's fine. Wheel Kick. I mean, it could be nice. I mean, it's a way of drawing cards, which we don't really have. Alright, we'll take it. Let's go ahead and put an upgrade on third eye so we're scrying further. Not to mention it gives us more defense when we do use it. Okay, well, thankfully against the slavers it's pretty easy what to do. Let's see, 32 damage. Let's go then, we can up the blue one. Then we can finish off the red. Can use Empty Fist on the last tape and finish him off, and then double defense so that way we don't take anything from the Taskmaster. Might as well just simply send the eruption so we draw the curse. Alright. Draw a lot of cards. Yeah, we should have enough that we can actually go for the Fame and Fortune here. Bhutan. Not gonna be too useful. Hey, Mentos Fortress. That will be useful. Give me that upgrade. Whelman Horn is very nice for us. Empty Mind would also be a pretty decent one. It will give us draw. Yeah, we'll take the Empty Mind. You know what? I think this is good time as any to become almighty with our wish. Let's see. So we can... I want to start it off with the Tantrum, but Flurry is probably the better option here. It's not doing too much to us, so let's go ahead and search out... Let's grab our regular Flurry of Blows, so that way we can make use of it, and we'll use the die. Cut out that defend. Alright. Protect could also be a pretty nice one since it's basically a retaining... It can, once we upgrade it, it becomes a basically defend plus. Oh well, 2 defend pluses, but as it stands, it's not really too useful to us. Not to mention, there's a lot of other cards that I want to get upgraded. Such as this Empty Mind. Okay, well, let's get started. So let's see. Attach from you, and then we can use Fear No Evil to recall Flurry. Empty our minds. Grab our Flurry, and down it goes. Talk to the hand will be very nice. Not to mention we can search that with our stuff. Alright, we'll just simply reduce the parasites, and we should be fine. only taking one, which is fine. I don't think we really need the devotion. While we do have the Damaru on us, it's not exactly that worth it to think the Damaru will just simply solve. And a Damaru plus devotion will just simply solve everything for us. Okay, gotta defend. Oh, we can at least use it. So let's bring back Eruption and Fear No Evil, because this orb will probably try and attack us now that it has taken something. Which means we can do even more damage with our stuff. Send these two out, we'll get Tantrum back. Go to third eye. Send these two out. I think we'll be getting Wrath if we use Conclude here. Which kind of sucks because I didn't really actually want to send that. We use our bottles so we can empty our mind. Then wish for strength. Okay. Now we're in for DPS rush. So let's go ahead and secret weapon out Eruption. Send these two so we can grab empty. Get vigilance. Nice. Blasphemy. That is... I don't think any of these cards are really worth it. I mean, I guess Omniscience could be of something. Because we can... I don't really know what we'll Omniscience though. We could Omniscience a Wish, but that would require us to put Wish into... have Wish into our deck and then Omniscience the... get the Omniscience. I mean, it's... we only have one copy, so you know what, let's... I guess we'll try for the combo. We have... I still do want to keep getting rid of cards, but I do like the thought of the Slaver's Collar, but... I think we actually have enough energy manipulation just from Stance Dancing. So I think let's just go with the Empty Cage and... actually start removing a defense now, even though we have another strike. Okay, we already have the green key, so we need to grab red and blue. There's a good amount of trails that will give us 2 elites. I kind of like this path going up here, because I feel pretty comfortable with our deck, and it gives us a shop for another removal, plenty of upgrade stations, so that way we can get anything that is too expensive down to a better size. Yeah, Omniscience is just not going to do well for us at first. So, getting Omniscience upgraded so that way it's only costing 3 will be a huge boon for us. So, grab the Empty Mind, we'll grab Fear No Evil. Alright, we'll go into a tantrum. Can fear no evil, so he can't hit it. Conclude that ain't gonna do us enough. Perfect. Yeah, not really anything I really want. Oh, this kind of hurts. Alright, I suppose we can just simply go for the strike and... I mean, flurry of blows is common, so we should have a pretty good chance of, you know, getting another copy of it. At least I would hope. I think we could probably Omniscience for our wish to actually do a double wealth. Want the most amount of damage, so wheel kick will be how we'll pick. Use halt. Use Mental Fortress so we can fear no evil going into Calm. Flurry. And that should give us enough damage, so we'll Omniscience our wish for double fame. Then the wheel kick will decide it. Sadly we can't get rid of our curse. We could get rid of a gold card to get more max health, but I think we'll just simply get rid of our final strike. Okay, secret weapon, let's grab Fear No Evil. Weak part, med. Don't think we can really make use of Omniscience at the moment. Gotta move to talk so we can get a passive guard. This is gonna suck. I hate the writing maths. Oh, shit. Okay, empty mind. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Little duplication here. Writing maths is... okay. Well, I mean, thankfully it doesn't change our pattern too much. And honestly, I think against most of the elites, we should be fine. It's ironic that some of the common fights here are probably more threatening to us than the actual elites. Although when they do that, that is definitely not enjoyable. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess that's it for today's episode. I hope you all did enjoy it. Make sure to like the button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. You guys and girls that make the channel alive. And somehow I still haven't beaten Ascension 0 with the Watcher yet. Ah! See you next time.